I remember back a couple years ago, me, and a friend of mine in school, we had nothing else better to do in school, just kids being kids, and I was like, hey yo, what if Stan Lee is making all these cameos and appearances? Cause One Above All is just already in this MCU, and we just don't know it. Because that's why I was just first learning about like freaking One Above All and shit, and, we just had a good chuckle and laugh. But I wanted to go into my favorite cameo was it was an Amazing Spider-Man. I can't remember which one, but Stan Lee. It was I want to say it was Spider-Man fighting in the school. I remember Stan Lee. I think he was a janitor, and he had the headphones on, unaware of the fight that was happening behind him. That stuff was hilarious to me. I haven't seen the one in Deadpool 2 because I heard that one was funny, was pretty good. But the one in Spider-Man was that took the bar for me.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. He was in movies that he ain't had nothing to do with.
Hmm.
He don't know. He didn't even come up with Guardians of the Galaxy. He didn't even know who that. He said, I don't know what that is. I'm like, what? He said it. He said, I don't know. He said, I had nothing to do with that. He said, I didn't create none of that. But yet, a man of his stature is still in Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what I'm saying? He was still in there, yo. They still wanted him to be in all these MCU movies. Even the one, like you said, Spider Man. They want him to be in all the movies and stuff. And if he was still around today, you would still see him and playing cameo in all the movies. Like with Spider Man or whatever. He said, y'all act like y'all. He said, what is wrong with y'all? Not Spider Man, Avengers, Infinity War. He said, what's wrong with y'all? He said, y'all act like, sit down. Y'all act like y'all ain't never seen a spaceship before. I was like,
Oh
you know what?
yeah,
I'm done. I'm done.
yeah.
I'm done. I said, yo, I think he
Make that
bugging
so
out.
funny. Yeah.
I said, yo,
Cameo.
he bugging out. I was like, hold on. I was like, yo, because I think in a Marvel universe, he's supposed to be the same character. He's the same person all through these movies that was created by Marvel. All these movies and stuff that came from the Marvel comic book. He was in everything. I think he was supposed to be the same character. So it's possible that he might be the one above all because he was everywhere. Every anything that had something to do with Marvel and it came out in a movie, whether it was Sony
Yeah,
or
he was
whoever,
beyond. Yeah, he was
he
beyond
pops up.
companies. Yeah, he was beyond companies like Fox or Sound. Yeah, you right. He was beyond everything else.
Right. So
Hmm.
and that reason I can understand why he will probably people would know him as probably the face of comics because he's the most successful. He's the most successful one out of. He's the most successful and famous person out of all the comic books that's out. He's an editor, a producer, a director. You know what I'm saying? He was all that. He had a lot of tricks. Actor, he was all that. So hey man, he did the thing. He's the most successful one. He did his thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can't get you can't get mad at that.
right. I mean, hey, what was one of your favorite Stan Lee cameos? Chaos.
I just said
He just
it.
said it. He just said it.
The one in Amazing Spider-Man, where
Oh
I
yeah,
forgot which one I forgot who Spider-Man was fighting, but Stan Lee, he had headphones on, unaware of the fight that was happening behind him.
oh yeah, yeah.
Was that
I thought
Yeah,
you said you liked that. I didn't know that was your
Doc?
favorite one.
yeah,
Was that
that
Doc
was my
Ock?
favorite one.
Was that
No,
Doc?
no. It was Amazing Spider-Man. It was an Amazing Spider-Man.
I
The
don't know.
one
He
with
was in all them Spider Man.
I think his name is Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
That one.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, yeah, that one. I forgot who he was fighting, but I remember.
Oh,
The first
oh,
Spider-Man too.
he was fighting the Lizard Man. He was fighting the
It was yeah, it
he
was
was fighting the
yeah, it sure
Lizard
was.
Man, and they was in
Yeah.
school. They was inside
Yep.
the school and stuff. Was it that one?
Yeah, it was that one. They were in school
Or
because
the
I know that
bank.
they were
I
in
thought it was
school.
the one. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you might be right. I don't know. I get confused. There's so many of them, so I don't know.
I just couldn't remember the villain, but
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
remembered
right.
everything else.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
every Spider-Man looked like he the school bus driver. Because remember on the first one, wasn't he the school bus driver where Peter Parker was trying to catch the school bus, and his hand got caught on the bus, and it was the his his web
Yeah, I
thing.
think that was him. I think that
Yeah,
was him. And he put off, and he was trying to catch the bus, and
Yeah,
he just kept going.
yeah, because that was Stan Lee right there when he's the school bus driver in the second Spider-Man 2 with the octopus. Well, Doc Doc.
oh, I'll have to see the movie again.
I'm trying to
It's been so
remember.
long.
I don't
He
It's
was
been
a
think.
so
city bus
long.
driver or a school bus driver. I think he might have been a city bus driver. If I ain't no, it was that which cam no, because he had the one he was in the window. That's what he was. He was inside the window. And he was when he had that cameo on that one, wasn't it? And
Remember, I don't remember.
when Spider Man was landing on somebody's car, thought they were trying to steal it.
Yeah, I don't know. No, because I remember in Spider-Man: Homecoming, he was the dude that looked out the window and he asked the chick how was her mother.
Okay, that was
That was him. He was like, yeah, that was Homecoming,
Okay,
and
yeah,
it's like, how's your mother?
yeah.
Something like that. Because what it is, one of the John, it was Spider-Man and stuff. He said, "Don't make me come down there." I was like, "Yo, what the?" I was like, "Yo, what is he talking about?" This old behind gonna do something to Spider-Man and stuff. I was like,
Okay,
"Yo."
yeah.
In Thor Ragnarok, he said, "Stand still." Now my hand is a little shaky. When he
Yeah,
was
I
cutting
remember
Thor hair, I was like, "Oh my god." He
that.
wanna get Thor that crazy haircut. He's like, "Now wait, my hand." He said, "My hand is not as steady as it used to be." I was like, he looked like, "Oh God, please no." I was like, "Oh please no."
Yeah,
I
because
was like,
matter of fact, the other school bus was Avengers, where Spider Man was on a bus, and it was on the Avengers movie. That the other one,
"Yeah, yeah, yeah."
yeah, okay,
That
yeah.
you act like I never saw a spaceship. My favorite one is when he was out there talking to the Beyonders, not the Beyonders, the who he was talking to at the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, and he was telling them story. He was telling them story. The Watchers. That's who he was talking to.
Yeah,
He was like, let me tell you the time when I said so, and he had on a space outfit, and they up there looking at him like, "Oh my God, you got to be kidding me!" They start walking away. I think, yo,
yeah. For a second, I thought he was one of the Watchers, but it's starting to feel more and more now like he should have been just considered to be the one above all over on Marvel.
he could be,
What if
cause
it was?
like
What if he
every
was the one above all the all time in disguise and we just didn't know it?
the one
Plot
above have did that
twist.
before. He did that before. People don't always know who the one above all is until he make himself known like that.
Mhm.
Cause
Right.
I just realized that shit. He could be right. That could be him. Cause he was like everywhere.
Hey, but then they do a bunch of didn't he do a bunch of like little cameos and little green screen stuff? Cause I mean, they know he was like 95 years old, so they were trying to get as much material, what I'm saying, that he wanted to do. So he could be around for,
He could be in the next Avenger movies. All we know.
yeah, I think all that's probably done.
We don't
Yeah, so
know. He could be in it.
he probably in there.
If he didn't,
He's probably just
what,
doing
Yeah, we'll probably be able to see him till like the end of the next year in cameos, probably.
so what
I mean, he
whether
probably
if
got
he
more
in there
cameos.
or not, whether if he in there or not, they going to give him tribute. Whatever movie
Oh
that comes
yeah,
out next, they gonna give him some type of
I put
tribute.
I'd
I
say
know
they
they
was
are.
gonna do it in
a
Avengers. Leave it in Avengers. I didn't think they'd do it in Marvel. I mean, in the Captain Marvel movie because I think that comes out before the four, right?
They still
The
can give a
next.
tribute.
Yeah, they
They
could.
still can
Yeah,
at the end of
Give
it.
a tribute at the beginning of the movie. They can do it
Yeah,
like this.
add that in. They ain't
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
They just gonna at the beginning of the movie, they just gonna put up, what I'm saying, rest in peace, Stan Lee, and they gonna say, what I'm saying, Alpha and his Omega.
Right.
I think they just gonna go that route, and then like later down the line, they probably, what I'm saying, probably do something a little bit special for them, like take all the clips, and you know how people they got some creative people in the world where they take a sound bite of your voice, you saying something, and make a whole video song out of it. They all the clips Stan Lee have, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can put together like you know what I'm saying, a whole standalone thing with Stan Lee in there.
Yeah.
He had his own little TV show too for a while. And he'd be like X, because he came up with a new saying like a few years ago. People like what? Because he was on Top 5 Channel. He was like Excelsior and stuff like that. And it was like what? He was like, yo, that was one of his. That was his last saying that he came up with. Like that he came up with because it was on. I think it was on a Sci-Fi Channel. He had a little show about comic books or something like that he was doing, and he also he appeared on I think he appeared on Face Off, but they be making these like characters, monsters, and movie characters, trying to see how good they makeup is. I believe he was on that also. Matter of fact, yeah, he was on that show. He was
I
on
think
there.
somebody like they had him make like a actually it was a regular cast member on the show, wasn't it?
On what? Or on what? On the show I'm talking about right now? On Face Off?
Yeah.
Nah. He just appeared on there. He just popped up on there. Cause being though that he's good with comic books, you know, you know, a man of his stature would know what makeup and all that stuff would look like. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
would know. I'm saying, but
Hmm.
yeah, that he was that dude, man. Stan Lee was that dude, man. He did the damn thing.
Yeah, man. Shit, without Stan Lee, like you said, we wouldn't have no X-Men, no